Bowen, head coach at UMBC with Figure It Out Baseball. If you've been watching these videos, by now you know how we use the red, yellow, and green labels to describe the work that our pitchers do each day in practice. Now I'm going to take you through how to build that into a structure over a week or even over a season.
Right now we're actually locked out of our facility like everybody else in the country due to the COVID-19 crisis. So I've given them a basic kind of guide for how they can use our plan and the general way that we go about things while they're maybe not having the same kind of access to facilities and workout partners and all those things while we're weathering this storm. But this is going to be pretty loose, and each guy's going to have to adapt it to his own circumstances, and we're constantly meeting with them via video conference to go over that. We have guys that are on active rest at times during the season, maybe guys who are coming off summer baseball and don't necessarily want to shut down, but want to give their arm a break as we get into fall practice, and that's just a couple days of catch per week to keep things loose. We have a ramp program, which is all about ramping up to get on the mound. That's a couple of long toss days per week and a flat ground at the end of the week as we start to refine pitch execution with recovery days spaced in between. And then we have a capacity routine where they're doing radar pull downs on Monday. Those have become more common and more popular as a way to train guys, and we call it capacity because you're trying to grow the guy's capacity, throw harder, have a greater degree of arm fitness. That takes some extra recovery. I hope you notice here we've got 2 red days after that because that's a very intense workout. A flat ground day that builds into long toss recovery, and then an off day so that they're at their best again for pull downs. Please, 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 if you're out there training pitchers, 1 day of pull downs a week is enough. That's enough stress on the system. I just think anything past that you're asking I should say introducing some risk into what you're doing with your guys. And then the mound routine. This is where we're getting off the mound. We're throwing bullpens in the preseason to get ready for our season. So we would throw a bullpen maybe on a Monday. It's going to vary a little bit week to week. Obviously, this is a basic routine. We would throw a bullpen on a Monday, recover, get a day of skill work in, then throw sim more live as you're either simulating hitters or throwing against hitters, and then red, yellow again. So when we start getting off the mound, it's pretty straightforward. It's green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow. You basically work essentially down the stoplight to get the guys ready. And for me, like I said before in a previous video, it's not about showing off how complex you can make this stuff. It's all about what the guys understand. So certainly if I was coaching guys younger than college, I would be hammering home just how simple and straightforward this is. So when a guy shows up to the field or to the facility, he knows, hey, I have a red day, the priority is recovery, or I have a yellow day, the priority is skill. I'm a believer in the way that we do this. I think it's been simple for our guys. We have a little bit of nuance here in between the days. That is something that we definitely utilize. I don't know how necessary it is for the lower levels if guys are just starting to get used to a routine, but you can start to add a little bit of finesse to what the guys are doing on a day-to-day basis through naming the days, different things. But that green, yellow, red structure, I'm definitely a believer in and definitely think you can use it to pattern things out with your guys.
So that was the big picture in terms of how our pitchers are programmed over the course of a week or a year. Now I'm going to talk a little bit in the next video about how it works in season, where their throwing load is a little less predictable and how we respond to that.